Hello and welcome to the Prepper Almanac, your go-to channel for all things survival and preparedness. Thank you so much for joining us today. Your presence here is deeply appreciated and we're really excited to share today's topic with you. Today, we're going to delve into a discussion about emergency items. Yes, you heard it right. We're talking about those items that you may not have thought of for an emergency or survival situation. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Well, strap in because we're about to embark on a journey that will change the way you view your survival kit. And if you find value in today's video, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Also, stick around till the end of the video and share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. We love hearing from you and your feedback helps us make better content for you. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Are you prepared for an emergency? Do you have all the necessary items in your survival kit? These are questions that may seem daunting, but their answers carry weight, especially when the unexpected strikes. The importance of being prepared cannot be overstated. In a world where uncertainties are the only certainty, having a well-stocked survival kit can make the difference between a frightening ordeal and a manageable event. But don't be fooled into thinking that survival kits are just about food, water, and first aid supplies. Oh no, there's so much more. Imagine a scenario where you're stranded and you need to signal for help. A glow stick or an emergency whistle could be the difference between being found or remaining lost. Or consider a situation where you need to keep your belongings dry. It's not something that immediately springs to mind, but a simple dry bag could be a lifesaver. And how about the less glamorous aspects of survival? Things like nail clippers, a sewing kit, or even a manual can opener. They may not seem essential, but they can significantly improve your quality of life in a survival situation. Then, there are those items that serve multiple purposes. A bandana, for example, can be used for everything from a head covering to a water filter. Aluminum foil can cook food, signal for help, and even keep you warm. And a shoelace? Well, that's a whole survival tool unto itself. Being prepared isn't just about having a lot of stuff. It's about having the right stuff. It's about considering scenarios you might face and gathering the tools you'd need to navigate them. It's about thinking outside the box and recognizing that the most overlooked items can often be the most useful. So take the time to reevaluate your survival kit. Look beyond the obvious and consider the less thought of, yet incredibly useful items that could make your survival experience a whole lot easier. Remember, a well-stocked kit can make a difference between surviving or not during an emergency. Let's start with the first 6 items on our list, from aluminum foil to chapstick. Aluminum foil, that's right, the one you find in your kitchen. It's a multifaceted tool in an emergency. You can use it to cook food, signal for help with its reflective surface, and even keep yourself warm by reflecting body heat. It's lightweight, compact, and easy to carry, making it a must-have for any prepper. Next up, we have the bandana. Its uses are countless. It can serve as a head cover, a filter for water, a makeshift bag, or even a bandage if needed. Its versatility is what makes it a vital item in any emergency kit. Then comes the battery tester. You may have a stockpile of batteries, but without a tester, you can't be sure if they're good to go. A battery tester can save you from the frustration of finding out too late that your batteries are dead. Candles are up next. They provide light, of course, but they also offer a source of heat and can even be used for cooking in a pinch. Plus, if you choose scented ones, they can help mask unpleasant odors, uplifting your spirits in a difficult situation. Let's talk about cash. In an emergency, digital systems may fail, making your credit and debit cards useless. Having cash on hand can ensure you're able to purchase necessities when electronic transactions are not available. Last in line for this segment is chapstick. You may think of it as just a lip balm, but it's more than that. It can be used to protect your skin from harsh weather, prevent blisters, and even serve as a fire starter when combined with a cotton ball. These items, while seemingly simple, can greatly enhance your survival chances. Remember, when it comes to survival, it's often the most basic items that prove to be the most useful. So don't overlook these essentials while preparing your emergency kit. Moving along, we'll explore the next group of items, from glow sticks to manual can opener. First up, glow sticks. These little tubes of light are an often overlooked tool in emergency preparedness. They are compact, lightweight, and easy to use. Just bend, snap, and voila! You have a source of light that can last for hours. In a power outage, or if you're stranded in the wilderness, glow sticks can provide illumination without the fire risk of candles or the battery drain of flashlights. Next, we have hand sanitizer. In a crisis, cleanliness is more important than ever to prevent illness. Hand sanitizer is a quick and easy way to keep your hands clean when soap and water aren't readily available. It's also flammable, making it a potential fire starter in a pinch. Now let's consider the magnifying glass. This seemingly simple tool serves multiple purposes in an emergency situation. Not only can it help you read small print on maps or instructions, but it can also be used to inspect wounds or start a fire using sunlight. It's a small, lightweight item that can have a big impact on your survival. Lastly, we come to the manual can opener. In the rush to stock up on canned goods, many forget the crucial tool needed to access them. Electric can openers are great, but they're useless if the power's out. A manual can opener is a small, simple tool that won't fail when you need it most. These items, glow sticks, hand sanitizer, magnifying glass, and manual can opener, may not be the first things that come to mind when you think of emergency preparedness. But each of them serves a unique and important purpose. They can provide not only practical assistance but also a sense of comfort and normalcy in a crisis situation. Remember, these items can provide comfort, ease, and safety in times of crisis. Next up, we have items from nail clipper to stationery, starting with the humble nail clipper. It's not just for grooming. In a pinch, it can function as a makeshift tool for cutting small objects or even removing splinters. Now, personal protective equipment, or PPE, is something we've all become familiar with lately. Masks, gloves, safety goggles, these can protect you from a range of threats from infectious diseases to harmful debris in the air. Then, we have safety pins. These tiny devices pack a punch in utility. They can secure bandages, fix torn clothing, or even help fish out small items from tight spaces. Continuing down our list, a sewing kit might seem like an odd inclusion. But imagine a situation where your only warm clothing gets torn, or your backpack rips open. A sewing kit could be a literal lifesaver. Next are sharpening tools. A dull knife can be more dangerous than a sharp one, and in a survival situation, maintaining your tools is crucial. A shamag, or a keffiyeh, is a traditional Middle Eastern headdress, but it's incredibly versatile. It can provide protection from the sun, sand, wind, and cold. You can also use it as a bandage, a makeshift bag, or even a water filter in desperate circumstances. Shoelaces, while seemingly mundane, can have numerous survival uses. They can be used as a makeshift fishing line, a tourniquet, or even a fire starter if made of the right material. The signal mirror is a crucial item for attracting attention in case of rescue. Even on a cloudy day, a good signal mirror can reflect light for miles. Lastly, we have stationery. Never underestimate the value of a good pen and paper. Leaving a note can let rescuers know where you've gone or help you map out your surroundings. Each of these items has its unique uses that can prove to be life-saving in an emergency. Finally, we come to the last batch of items, from Tiny Survival Guide to Water Key. The Tiny Survival Guide is an absolute must-have. This compact and lightweight guide is a treasure trove of practical survival advice. It's filled with tips on how to find food and water, build shelter, signal for help, and more. This guide may be small, but it's packed with invaluable information that could be the difference between life and death in an emergency. Next up, the tourniquet. This is a crucial piece of medical equipment that can stop severe bleeding in its tracks. When applied correctly, a tourniquet can prevent blood loss and save a life. Remember, in a survival situation, you might not have immediate access to medical help, so having your own means of stopping serious bleeding is essential. Now let's talk about trash bags. They might not seem like a typical survival item, but the humble trash bag is surprisingly versatile. You can use it as a makeshift rain poncho, collect rainwater, or even as a ground cover. In a pinch, it can be used as a barrier between you and the cold ground, helping to prevent hypothermia. Don't underestimate the potential of these everyday items. Last but not least, the water key. This item is a game changer. With a water key, you can access water from industrial and commercial buildings that have those external water access points. This can be a lifesaver in an urban survival situation where other water sources might be contaminated or unavailable. So, there you have it. The Tiny Survival Guide, tourniquet, trash bags, and water key. These items might not be the first things you think of when you're preparing for an emergency, but they're incredibly useful. They serve multiple purposes, save space, and could be crucial in a survival situation. While these items may not be at the top of your list, their potential usefulness in a crisis cannot be underestimated. We've gone through a comprehensive list of items that are often overlooked when preparing for emergencies. From the humble aluminum foil that can serve multiple purposes, from cooking food to enhancing the signal of your emergency radio, to the water key, a small but powerful tool that can access water from public utilities during times of crisis, our list has covered a wide range of essentials. Remember the bandana? It's not just a fashion accessory but can also be used for first aid, filtration, and even as a makeshift bag. And let's not forget the battery tester, a small tool that can save you from the disappointment of dead batteries when you most need them. Candles, cash, chapstick, dry bags, eating utensils, electrolyte packets, emergency whistles, glow sticks, hand sanitizer, magnifying glasses, manual can openers, nail clippers, personal protective equipment, safety pins, sewing kits, sharpening tools, shemigs, shoelaces, signal mirrors, stationery, survival fishing kits, tiny survival guides, tourniquets, and trash bags. Each item has its unique place in a well-prepared survival kit. While some of these items might seem trivial or easily overlooked in a survival situation, they can make a significant difference. A well-stocked survival kit isn't just about having the right tools, it's about understanding how to use them effectively, and being ready to adapt and improvise when necessary. Remember, your survival kit is an extension of your preparedness mindset. It reflects your understanding of potential challenges and your readiness to face them head-on. So as we wrap up our discussion, let's reflect on the importance of these often forgotten items. Each one adds a layer of safety, convenience, and comfort to your survival plan. The key is to think critically about what you might need in a crisis and make sure you're well equipped to handle it. Being prepared is the first step to survival, so make sure your survival kit is complete with all these items. To all our viewers out there, we want to hear from you. If there are any questions, concerns, or topics you'd like us to delve into in future videos, please let us know in the comment section below. Your feedback is invaluable to us, and we love getting video ideas from our community. We're also interested in hearing your thoughts on today's video. Your input helps us improve and provide content that is valuable and engaging. If you found today's video informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content on prepping. Share this video with your friends, family, and anyone you know who has an interest in or curiosity about prepping. We believe that preparedness is a skill that everyone should have, and we aim to make it as accessible as possible through our videos. As we wrap up, we've included some links in the description below for prepper supplies that we think you might find useful. These links can help you get a head start on your journey towards preparedness and survival. Thank you for tuning in to the Prepper Almanac. Remember, being prepared is the first step to survival. Stay safe, stay prepared.